You know what's funny? No, not that kind of funny. Life's a twisted joke, yeah, but not the one you're thinking. The kind that plays out real slow, like a car crash in slow motion. And you're sitting there, strapped in, waiting for the hit, waiting for them to break you. They wanted to, you know. Oh, they tried hard. Thought they could crush your soul, make you bow down. Thought they could take everything from you, strip you down, bare bones, naked, nothing left. But you're still here, aren't you? Still standing. They didn't break you. No, no, no. They didn't even come close. Instead, they wrecked themselves, more than they'll ever know. That's the kicker. They destroyed themselves trying to break you. Their failure, their misery, it's all on them, pal. You're the punchline they'll never get. They see you now, maybe, walking around with those scars, all those dents and bruises. Maybe you don't smile as much anymore. Maybe you're not that same wide-eyed kid you used to be. But that's just skin deep. That's surface level trash. It's a mask, man. Just like all their lies. Masks. And underneath, underneath it all, is the truth. The truth they tried so damn hard to bury, but couldn't keep down. You're tougher than all that noise. The fact that you're still breathing, still moving, that's the win. But it wasn't easy, huh? No, they don't make it easy, do they? The world likes to kick when you're down, spit on your name when you're already struggling to get back up. And they laugh. Oh, they laugh. Think it's funny. Think they got you cornered. But what they don't realize, what they'll never realize, is that every time they spit, every time they kick, they're digging their own graves. They mocked you for dreaming big, didn't they? Called you foolish for believing you could do something more. They pointed, they jeered, they gossiped behind your back, whispered poison into your ears, said you'd never make it, that the world wasn't made for people like you, that you're not enough. But look at them now. Where are they? Chasing the same dead-end jobs, stuck in the same meaningless loops, pretending they're happy with their 9-to-5, pretending that they're content with mediocrity. But you've got fire in your gut. You've got something they'll never touch. Resilience. Every blow you took, it made you harder. Every time they doubted you, you grew sharper. Every time they tried to tear you down, all they did was give you one more reason to fight. They didn't make you weaker. They turned you into a beast, a freaking force of nature. You're standing on the edge now, right? That brink where it's either do or die, sink or swim. And you're thinking about all the crap they said, all the times they tried to push you over that cliff. You're thinking about how close you came to quitting, aren't you? About all the times you nearly gave up, gave in, let them win. But you didn't. Nah, not you. You clawed your way back up. But it hurts, doesn't it? It stings deep down in the pit of your chest. The betrayal, the loneliness, the doubt. It burns. Because you gave so much of yourself, didn't you? You trusted them. You loved them. And they threw it back in your face, didn't they? They took every good thing about you and twisted it, ripped it apart, stomped it into the ground like it didn't mean a damn thing. But here's the thing. They feared you. Oh yeah, that's right. They feared you. They saw something in you that they didn't have, couldn't have. And instead of celebrating it, instead of letting you shine, they tried to snuff you out because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't stand to see you rise while they stayed stuck in their own mediocrity. So they did everything in their power to keep you down, to chain you to their misery. But chains can be broken. And you, my friend, you smashed through them. They wanted you to believe you were weak, powerless. They wanted you to think you needed them. That without their approval, without their validation, you were nothing. But you don't need them. Hell, you never did. You built yourself from the ground up, with nothing but grit and heart. You made it through storms they wouldn't survive for a second. You walked through fire while they stayed safe in their bubbles, never knowing what it's like to be tested. And now they're watching. Oh, they're watching all right. They're waiting for you to fail again, hoping you'll stumble. But they'll be waiting forever. Because what they don't know, what they'll never know, is that you're not that same person they tried to break. You're stronger, smarter, colder. You know the game now. You know who's real and who's fake. You know how to spot the lies, the deceit, the envy. You're no longer the pawn in their game. You're the one calling the shots. And they hate it. They hate. But there's nothing they can do about it. You've risen from the ashes. And every move you make now, every step you take forward, it's a reminder of their failure. A reminder that they couldn't kill your spirit. So let them watch. Let them stew in their own envy, their own bitterness. Because you're just getting started. They thought you'd stay down. They thought they'd be the ones standing tall, looking down at you forever, like you were just another casualty, just another nobody they could forget. See, that's what makes this so twistedly perfect. They never saw you coming. They were so wrapped up in their own little world, patting themselves on the back for their cheap victories, thinking they'd left you broken behind them. But here's the thing. You never needed their approval. You never needed their damn permission to succeed. All those times, they made you question yourself. All those sleepless nights, wondering if you were good enough, If you had what it takes, those were lies, man. All of it. A filthy, stinking, rotten illusion. They knew you were a threat the second you started dreaming bigger than their little boxes, and they hated you for it. Think about it. They fed you poison. Sweet poison, wrapped up in compliments, backhanded favors, and fake smiles. They told you, "We're just looking out for you. We know what's best." Bullshit. They weren't looking out for anyone but themselves. Every piece of advice they gave was just a way to keep you small, keep you afraid. Afraid of what, though? Afraid of your own power. Afraid of the voice inside you that kept whispering, "There's more?" Because that's what scared them. They heard it too. Deep down they heard it, but they didn't have the guts to follow it. So, what do cowards do when they see someone with real potential? They try to tear them down. They try to make them doubt, make them question every move. You see it now, don't you? The game they were playing. It's all so clear now, like a fog's been lifted from your mind. And you feel it, deep in your bones. You were never the weak one. You were never the one who needed to change. They were weak. They were the ones terrified of change, terrified of growth. They couldn't handle the idea of you rising above them, so they shackled you with their insecurities, their fears. But what they didn't realize, what they never counted on, was that you'd take those chains and turn them into your armor. You'd take their hate and use it as fuel. Every insult, every rejection, every time they tried to tear you down, you absorbed it. You soaked it up, and now it's made you unstoppable. Yeah, they tried to destroy you, all right. They tried with everything they had, but they never realized you were like a bomb ticking away, waiting to explode. Every time they knocked you down, every time they spit in your face, every little backstab, it just made the fire burn hotter. It just made you more dangerous. And now they're terrified. They can feel it, can't they? They see you moving forward, see you getting stronger, see the pieces of your life coming together in a way they never expected. It scares the hell out of them because they know, deep down, they know they've lost. See, that's the irony. All that time they spent trying to keep you in the dirt, and now they're the ones trapped in their own bitterness, their own jealousy. They're the ones living in fear now. Fear of you. Fear of your success. Fear of what you've become. But you don't care about them anymore, do you? Nah, you've moved past that. You've evolved. You've survived. And they're stuck in the same old loop, playing the same old games, wondering why their lives feel empty. You know why? Because they wasted it. They wasted all their time and energy trying to keep you down, instead of building something for themselves. Instead of chasing their own dreams, they obsessed over destroying yours. And now, they have nothing. It's tragic, really, ironic. They set out to ruin you, but in the end, they ruined themselves. So now, what do you do? What do you do with all this power, all this strength that's been building inside you? Simple. You use it. You take everything you've learned, everything you've endured, and you turn it into fuel. You take that pain, that betrayal, and you use it to push yourself further than they ever thought possible. You don't seek revenge. Nah, that's too small for you now. You don't waste time on them anymore. Instead, you focus on you, on your grind, on your hustle, on making your dreams a reality, no matter how impossible they might seem. And every time they hear your name, every time they see you out there, winning, thriving, they'll remember. They'll remember how they tried to stop you, how they laughed at you, how they doubted you, and it'll eat at them. It'll burn inside their hollow little chests, knowing that no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try to forget, they'll always be haunted by your success. Because you're a constant reminder of what they could have been, of what they could have achieved, if only they hadn't been so damn scared. So let them rot in their fear. Let them drown in their regrets. You're free. You're alive. And the world is wide open to you now. There's no limit, no ceiling, no chains holding you back. You're walking proof that you can't be broken. Proof that no matter how much they try to destroy you, you'll come back stronger, smarter, hungrier. And that, my friend, is what terrifies them the most. You ever stop to think about what they're doing now? Those people who tried to bury you, who thought you'd stay under their boot forever. You ever wonder what they're thinking when they see you rising up, when they see you taking back everything they tried to rip from you? They're sick with it. Sick with jealousy, with regret. And that's the sweetest part of it all. They thought they could walk away from the wreckage they caused. Thought they could pretend like none of it mattered. But life doesn't let them off that easy. Nah, life's funny like that. It's a mirror. It reflects back all the ugliness they tried to hide. And now, they can't escape it. Every time they see your name, your face, your success, they're reminded of every twisted thing they did, every knife they put in your back, every lie they told to keep you small. And here's the punchline. They're trapped in a prison of their own making. Oh, sure, on the outside, they're probably smiling, probably posting pictures of their little fake lives on social media, pretending they've got it all figured out. But you and I know better. We know what's really going on inside that head of theirs, don't we? They're living with ghosts. Your ghost. The ghost of everything they threw away. The ghost of what they could have been if they hadn't been so damn scared of someone else shining brighter. See, when people are that afraid, they'll do anything to keep you down. They'll sabotage, they'll manipulate, they'll lie to your face, and they'll do it with a smile. And the whole time, they're terrified. Terrified that one day you'll figure out the truth. Terrified that one day you'll realize you never needed them at all. And now you know. Now you see them for what they are, not the gods they pretended to be, not the mentors or friends they tried to sell themselves as, but small, so weak. Because only weak people try to destroy what they can't understand. Only weak people try to tear down someone else's light just because they're afraid of being left in the dark. But that's where they are now, isn't it? In the dark. You're burning brighter than they ever thought possible. You've become everything they tried to stop, and it's killing them, slowly, painfully. And the best part? You didn't even need revenge. You didn't need to stoop to their level, didn't need to fight dirty or waste your time on payback. You just kept moving. You just kept growing. And in doing that, you proved them wrong. See, the best revenge? It's not about getting even. It's about showing them you didn't need their approval, didn't need their validation to be great. It's about becoming so successful, so untouchable, that their words, their actions, their petty little games mean nothing. You're living in their heads now, rent-free, and they can't stand it. They can't stand the idea that the person they tried to destroy is out there, winning, living, thriving. But you don't think about them much anymore, do you? Nah, they're not worth it. You're too focused on the future now, too focused on what comes next. Because that's what winners do. That's what survivors do. They don't dwell on the past. They don't let the scars define them. They move forward. They take every painful lesson, every heartache, every betrayal, and they turn it into fuel. And you've got a lot of fuel, don't you? All those nights you stayed up wondering why they did it. All those days you spent trying to figure out what you did wrong, why you weren't enough for them. It's all fuel now. All those tears, all that anger, all that confusion. It's not a burden anymore. It's your strength. And that's the thing they never understood. They thought breaking you would be easy. They thought you'd crumble under the pressure, that you'd disappear, fade away, become just another failure they could laugh about over drinks. But you turned their hate into a weapon. You turned their betrayal into your armor. You made every scar a story, every wound a badge of honor. And now, look at you. You've risen from the ashes they left behind. You've rebuilt yourself from the ground up, stronger than ever. And every success, every victory, every step forward, it's a reminder to them of just how badly they failed. They tried to destroy you, but all they did was destroy themselves. And now they're stuck in their little lives, repeating the same tired cycles, wondering why nothing ever changes, why they're still so empty. But you've got a fire inside you now, a hunger that they'll never understand, because they never had to fight like you did. They never had to claw their way back from the edge. And that's why they'll never be like you. That's why they'll never reach the heights you're destined for. You've been tested. You've been through hell, and you came out on the other side sharper, harder, more dangerous. And now the world is yours. Every door that was slammed in your face, every opportunity they tried to take away, it's all coming back around. Because that's the thing about life. It's got a funny way of balancing things out. You put in the work, you keep grinding, and eventually the universe starts to pay attention. And right now, it's paying attention to you. The same people who once laughed at you, they're watching now with wide eyes, with mouths shut, because they don't have a damn thing to say. They can't laugh anymore. They can't mock you anymore. All they can do is watch in silence as you rise. And trust me, they feel it. Every single victory you achieve is a knife in their chest. Every time you move forward, it's a reminder of everything they lost. But that's not your problem anymore. You don't owe them anything. Not your time, not your attention, not your energy. You're free now. Free from their games, free from their lies, free to be everything they told you you couldn't be. And that's the real victory.